Good morning, everyone. I'm back, and it's Sunday morning, and we're gonna be doing some different stuff today. First off, I'm not sure, if everyone remembers this one. It was video 367 and 370. This is the Vallejo fluid watercolors, and way back then, I was talking about the resistance of this UV resistance, the light fastness of this medium, because it's a fluid watercolor. I'll show you one. For the people that don't know them, they come in so many colors, a lot of colors. And a little bottle, it really goes a long way because the way it's so pigmented, so you can even, if you want to, you can water it down a lot, but you don't have to. But I'll just give you a little idea of how colorful this really is. As you can see, that's a lot of color. And I was wondering about, how light fast this would be, because, yeah, well, it's like Ecoline. I don't know if you know that. That's from Royal Talons. But that sort of fades pretty fast. And this, as you can see, this was done over a year ago. This one really keeps the color, the vibrancy, the intensity of the colors. So I think it's holding up really well. And you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. As you can see here, when I did wet and wet, so the colors sort of blend in together. But these are vibrant and really beautiful colors. And the thing is that I did not protect it. I did not spray it with any protection. So it's been laying in my studio on my one of my work places in the sun. It has had light on it for a year long, and as we can see, it absolutely didn't fade. So it has a lot of possibilities, because if you have something really beautiful, you made something really beautiful, and you were to protect it with a UV spray, it would, you could have it for like forever. I'm pretty sure of it. So just wanted to let you know. So it was made the 16th of September, today a year ago, and this is how it now looks. So you can go back to the two videos and see how I made it, look at the vibrancy, and match it with how it is today. This is the good thing about having a channel, because you can go, go back in your own work and see what you did, or, sort of analyze what you did wrong and change it. So that's a good thing about having a channel. Another person yesterday said, I'd like to see just, a piece of that painting, but a long piece. So I'm thinking she's talking like something like this bit here. It's pretty also, I agree. But there are so many pretty pieces that you could take out of this. It's just not one or two. You could even do this in square. That's kind of cute. The thing is that when we do something, we have something in our imagination how it's going to look. And then when it doesn't match up to our expectations, we get a little bit discouraged and we don't like it anymore. But the thing is that, before you throw anything out, and I normally, only after 5 or 10 years, I'll throw stuff out. But, if you just take a little frame and you look for your best part of the painting, I'm pretty sure you can find something that's appealing and that's worth framing. So that was the lesson I was trying to give you guys yesterday. And I had a lot of reactions about it, that people thought that was really cool to show how you do that, how you determine the nice bits in a painting. Okay, today, what are we going to do today? Well, I have a new material. Let me take this off first. I have a new material, and I'm going to be pouring resin on it. And it's going to be a sea, something that resembles the sea. This is it. Okie dokie, this is it. Now, we call it, I left one side bare. As you can see, this is what it looks like. You have them white, but you also have them not coated at all. And we call it trespa. So I'll write that down for you guys. And it is a Dutch material. So maybe if you just Google it or something like that, you'll find something about it. Let me get a marker. So you write it like this. Trespa. That's it. Now, they told me this will not warp. This will not buckle. This will stay flat. And what it is it's paper and wood, and they put a sort of a resin in it, and then they let it cure under pressure. So I'm hoping that this is the thing to pour on without it buckling or doing weird stuff, because I'd like to have something that stays totally flat so that we can do some fun stuff with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use sand. This is beach sand with little shells in it. I'm going to totally cover the whole thing first with a layer of this, and then this really thin, and then I'm going to let it come up a little bit thicker here at the end, as to resemble a real beach where the sand comes up. So explaining how I have this in my mind, this is sort of what I do before I, do a new project. I'm thinking, okay, a real beach, it slants down like that. So if we do that here, we let this have a little bit of a slant here, we can make that resin come up and really look like water coming up on the beach. So we're going to try that. Some people will do it diagonal because it gives you more beach, but I like just the square one. For me it's more pleasing to the eye, but I'm sure everyone has a different feeling about that. So what I'm going to do is I'd like the beach to come up to here. I might do a little squiggly thing like that, just, because that's how beaches are, some, not all, but something like that. So then what I have up here will be the darker water, then it'll go light, 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 then you'll see all the sand here, and then I am going to try and get something like a sort of a frothy, wavy thing going on here. I'm not too good at that, but I'm going to try. I'm going to learn. And then I'm going to come in and cover the whole bit here, the back bit. I'm going to cover that with a really thin layer of white, and I'm going to do the drips in it to get the same effect that I did in the last video, to make some sort of a water reflection thing. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to put in a couple of shells here and there. I might even put in tiny pieces of driftwood. So it's going to be sort of a mixed media kind of thing. So that's coming up for this Sunday. And of course, I might be doing another pour. Now, yesterday I put on a video which I said the one I forgot. We can all remember this one. Now, you see it a little bit shiny. That's the little bit of silicone that's left on there. But I have to wash that off. But it is dry. And you can see how I pulled those little things. So it is a dry piece. A lot of people ask me, show it dry. So here it is. Didn't change at all. That's how it dried. Now, I did another one, this one, and I videoed it. And I wanted to put this one up yesterday, but I put on the wrong one. And now I threw everything away. I deleted all my files because I'm running out of space on my computer and on the iPad. So this one was lost, I think. I might maybe I can look in the recycle bin. Might be there, I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out. This was the one I posted twice, yeah. Sorry about that, but that one's dry too. So I get a lot of questions about the dry pieces. The thing is that when I pour with Winsor & Newton, what you see is what you get when it's dry. So when I stop the video, that last thing you see, that's exactly how that's going to dry. It will not change anything. And I've done that a couple of times. I've showed you. Okie dokie. See, this one is from a while back. It's video, ooh, let me think. I think this is something in the 657 or something like that. If you want to search for it, you can search it. It's called Pink and Purple. The thing is that what you see here is exactly what you saw at the end of my video. This dries exactly the same way. So there's absolutely nothing that's going to change. Now, if you're pouring with Vallejo fluids, that's a whole different ballgame. Now, when I see my hands, I can't stop thinking about what Elaine said about the Blue Men. Yes, I know them. They're the drummers that do that really cool stuff. Okay. Vallejo fluid, because everything's fluid, it will move, and by adding the silicone, it will even grow more. So that's what happened when I showed you guys the bloom effect with Vallejo fluid and silicone. I can't show it to you because I sold it, but it will just grow and grow and grow, and that will go on for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It will just keep on growing. And a lot of people really, really appreciate how that bloom effect just goes on. They really like it. But if you're halfway and you're thinking, oh, I want it to stay like this, there's no way it's going to stay like that, because it just has to do its thing, and eventually it'll stop. But I'm talking 30, maybe 40 minutes, it will still be growing and growing and growing, because it's the interaction between the ones is the silicone and the other one is the fluid acrylics. So there's no way around it. If you're pouring with the Vallejo fluid, a lot of people love the effects, and I agree, but it's just something totally different than something like this. Totally different. Okay guys, so I got you all set up for what we're going to do today, and I am going to clean all this up. I'm going to mix up my resin, and I'll be right back with you. So thanks for watching. Oh guys, and we're almost to 100,000 subscribers. It is going fast. Yesterday I had over 500 subscribers, and oh, it is... I never thought it'd be so nerve-wracking, but because I keep on looking at the little counter, you know, and seeing another 20, another 30, another 20, I love it. So pretty soon, I'm guessing tomorrow or the day after, I will have reached 100,000 subscribers. Then YouTube sends you a little code, and with that code you can put in one of those things. You have to put it somewhere, and then they send you the plaque with the 100,000 subscribers. When I get it, I'll show you. I will unpack it on video because I'll be so excited about it. So thank you all for making this possible. Love you all to pieces. See you in a bit.